Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Thank you for being here. Today we're bringing you another gameplay of FrostPunk, the board game. First off, we are really enjoying this game.
Absolutely.
We have spent a long time today.
Yeah, this will be like hour 12.
Diving headfirst into this. And I have to be honest, it is pulling me back in for one of a few reasons. I want to win.
Yeah, me too. So Jesse's has got a couple plays under his belt here.
Yeah.
I've got 2 extra plays over above that, and I still have yet to win. Maybe I'm the reason we're failing.
It could very much be that West is the reason.
It's probably my turn.
We are really enthralled by this game. I'm very intrigued by it. I'm loving the mechanics. It's a worker placement, cooperative worker placement, resource management with some really great narrative. Implements the video game in a very accurate fashion in the same way that when I played the video game, I also died because I didn't instill child labor laws.
I'm telling you, that's the key to everything is child labor laws.
It's the only answer we've been able to conclusively agree
is definitely correct.
Is definitely correct. It's definitely the thing we should do. This is not meant to be your official how to play. This instead will probably have some mistakes along the way.
It's highly possible.
There'll probably be a link down below that we've pinned to the top of the video clarifying or going through any of those that come up. Our goal is to sit down, have fun, and show you the experience of FrostPunk.
Yes.
Which is what we do well here.
Very well, yes.
With that being said, West, flavor text.
Flavor. You should have prepared me for flavor text.
Yeah.
The scenario book is over here.
It's just completely...
It's really good. I got it. It's actually
almost,
a really good scenario text on this one.
Almost like
it's really
should have expected that, considering it's all we really care about at Quackalope, and we were introducing the audience to that concept.
A new home! Dreadnought. It is hard not to feel sad when looking at the dreadnought that brought us here. This immense machine powered by steam core technology was created to deliver refugees safely from the uninhabited cities.
Are we kind of like
in the
on
south.
a broken down Snowpiercer?
Well, I'm just going to let you know that I'm going to read all the flavor text first.
Yeah.
And then I can answer your questions.
What?
I have yet to read it.
You're saying that I can't talk?
No, you can't. This might be your channel, but this is my flavor text. With this steel behemoth's help, we've reached the shelter in the far north where the generators are built. As our convoy traversed the endless white landscape, we consumed the resources that kept us going. Fuel for the machine and food for us. The dreadnought served its purpose. It brought us here, and now its gigantic heap of steel and other resources. We must disassemble it to recover whatever we can. It feels like we're putting down a trusty horse or a mule that grew old and can no longer pull its weight. But by using the industrial manufactured materials from the vehicle, we'll be able to build structures with better insulation and provide better output. This incredible piece of engineering serves us even in its last moments, and we should make the most of it.
So what's really cool here is, like it is indicating, we can actually go to the dreadnought itself, strip it for metal. That metal, that iron, that steel can then be used to build projects just like wood. However,
if you build the entirety out of steel, what is technically wood, then it becomes an upgraded building automatically.
So our focus is definitely going to be leaning into that strategy, because last time it gave us mini furnaces. We avoided those.
Just completely.
Apparently, you should probably go down strategy line.
A good plan for that. And when they usually give you something, you're supposed to probably.
We are going to clench our cheeks and try to survive to round 14.
I think we only have to get to 12.
It's really hard. No. We have to get to 12 to get beyond to where we've seen before.
No, we have to get to like 9 to get beyond where we've seen before.
That's fair.
Yeah.
West Todd,
yeah.
Go ahead and give the people an understanding of what we're trying to do, what's happening here in this game, and what in the world is going on with this cacophony we have on the table in front of us.
Well, it's 1887. The world has basically ended. There's a huge giant frost that's happened here. And we found these big gigantic... We found these big, gigantic generators, and we will need to fill them with coal to warm up the area surrounding it. However,
I've got a heater.
The coal can only last so long, and your generator will eventually break down. If it breaks down twice, we lose.
Gas powered.
There's no gas. There's only like natural gas. Steam power is the way it's got to be.
Yeah.
There are multiple ways for us to lose. There's only one way for us to win. The one way for us to win is to make it to probably somewhere around 12. We're not 100% sure. We've never made it that far. But there's multiple ways to lose, and we've found all of them almost at this point.
I think we've lost because the gas cylinder itself exploded by going through a catastrophe phase twice. Mm-hmm. We've lost because our people starved to death, going above 25 on the board. We've lost because we got kicked out of the colony, being excommunicated, which is going to be our relationship tracker over there on your side of the board.
Our hope.
The only way we have not lost so far was by triggering 10 dead people.
That is true.
Which would have happened the moment after any of the other events happened.
Yes.
You get kicked out, you die in the freeze. This blows up, everyone's dead, and if you have people starving, guess what that really means?
All dead.
All of them died. So really, that's the only one we've actually triggered. Just happens to have been through other mechanics.
Means. Yeah.
This has not gone well for us.
No, it really hasn't.
But at this point, I do believe we are the foremost experts on FrostPunk, the board game.
We probably are.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
At least past the first scenario. Because I feel like we've got to put more effort into this than anybody else at this point.
I did a slower breakdown in the other video. I'm going to do a very quick breakdown so people have a sense of what's happening here.
All right,
Main board in the center. We have a giant dice tower here, or cube tower here, that's going to be capturing things as we start adding heat to it. We need heat to survive. This is going to be the dreadnought. We've got tiles to explore. We've got a lot of room to expand out. It's going to be spawning resources. We're going to be building buildings. It's very fancy. It's very nice. Over here, we have the buildings themselves that we're going to be adding to the tile. These give us many different options. Things like bunkhouses to stay alive and not frozen in the winter. Things like food to keep us warm and fed and not starving alone in the cold of the winter. Things like resource management that allows us to get coal and wood, which allows us to then fire the furnace and not freeze throughout. You get the point at this point.
40 seconds.
We have cards up here that are going to be things that you can actually explore through. We'll be leaving the cavernous rift that we have, going out into the world and seeing what else is out there. I have my workers, I have my resources, I have my health track, I have various different actions.
50 seconds.
We have technology that we can upgrade. I wasn't doing 60 seconds specifically. I said quicker. You're just counting?
Yeah. 60 seconds.
We have technology that we're actually able to research and explore. We'll walk you through that in just a moment with our very fancy close-up camera. And over here on West Side, like you already went through, we have the furnace track, which might escalate to failure. We have the peace and humanity, the descent track over here that you need to manage. We have our track following time and the storm, which will trigger special events. And we have our track that's going to be following hunger, population, and all the other miserable things that happen in association with that.
That's not bad. 80 seconds. Very good.
That's what we're trying to
80-second rundown.
Balance on the game state here. All right, you want to go through the setup cards, talk about what we're actually doing here with the scenario, read over the flavor text a little bit more closely this time.
Along the way...
Love that. The voice is amazing.
We've lost people. We've found new companions. We're a motley crew, but the hardships of the journey gave us a sense of unity. There is hope for us. We even managed to preserve enough food to be able to feed our children, at least for now.
Yeah.
This will tell us how many people we start with. So we've got 22 workers, 12 engineers, not scientists.
Love that.
8 children. We have 2 pieces of dissent, 1 active, 1 inactive, and 2 pieces of hope currently. 1 dead person that we're just carrying around with us like it's a weekend at Bernie's or something. We have 8 food up here on the board. 4 wood, 5 coal over there in the stockpile. And I don't believe... Oh, we did get 5 additional... food from a tile, which is quite nice. Very exciting.
Cool.
So that is our society. Now, if you notice here on the society, it says it is Society 1, and it is set at normal. There's hard, and then there's survivalist.
We didn't want to embarrass the game.
Yeah. So
we figured we'd lose 4 times to normal.
Because, that makes you feel better. When you guys play, if you lose, you'll feel better because, 2 professionals... also lost on normal mode 4 times.
Definitely not
something bad. Yeah. Scenario number 1, we are alone. Civilization has fallen. We, the survivors, traveled in a convoy that split into several groups. To increase the chances of reaching a functional generator, our group succeeded. What fate has befallen the others? Lighting a signal beacon to guide the way for the souls to help them answer that question. On stage 4, there will be something that happens, which we've hit once before, actually twice before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then round 11, which we've never hit before, something else happens then.
Yeah.
And I'd love to get to that point.
We've got We've got some puzzle pieces to solve.
Yeah.
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 We're actually here together, though. We're not alone. Emotionally distant, but
emotionally, yes.
I had to figure out a way to get that joke in. I thought of it while you were reading the card, and
it's so late getting here, though. You know,
yeah.
It was a good joke. It would have been better if you'd interrupted me, but you already did.
Kind of like your sense of humor.
Very true.
Just very delayed.
Very delayed. It's like me emotionally in general. That's probably the reason for a lot of answers to questions. I bet my wife would be like, "Yeah, that sums West up perfect." Perfect.
Almost said the word. Nearly got there.
Nearly. Oh, not quite.
All right.
So close.
Let's go through the technology we have. Let's take a closer look at the options we have to start upgrading. And we also need to immediately abandon one of our people.
Just going to kick them to the curb.
I'm going to take a look at mine while you go through the technology for a moment.
All right. So we have technology here, the medical education. Whenever you use a medical post, you may treat to instead of its normal effects. So most of the time, posts will cure 3 people. And that actually makes people not sick, but there's also something called gravely ill, and treat cures gravely ill people, treats gravely ill people, so we could treat 2 of those, which would be great. The next one here is Soylent Green, also known as natural fertilizer. Whenever you use a hothouse with an engineer meeple, you may move the corpse marker backwards 1 space on the corpse track to gain an additional 3 food. Soylent Green. Yes, sir. Right there. Hunting tactics. During the weather phase, gain an additional 1 food for every 2 hunting symbols. So that will be smashing at some point, potentially.
I kind of like that.
Yeah. And this is our steam-powered chainsaw. So as a gather resource action, you may place a worker or automaton on an unoccupied space that has 1 or more trees, and you can remove 1 tree from that space and gain 2 wood, which will save us wood from having to build sawmills and upgrade them and all that kind of stuff, potentially. So,
okay. I am going to be abandoning my guy right here, Greg. It's going to cost us 1 wood, and replace an unoccupied expedition stack with... No, I'm not abandoning him. Paulo is being abandoned. He's the one that's going to allow us to remove a tree and gain 2 wood. We already have not only this ability, but also we might not even go down that pathway.
Yep.
So he's got to go, and that's going to cost us a coal, actually. So
sounds good. I believe I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this guy, which is... would in theory allow us to perform our normal medical post action and also spend 3 food to cure 2.
Okay.
But I have 3 children that we can use as different types of workers. So I think
have
that's the
a
right
lot
way.
of children as well.
I forgot to look at what the cost was on that. I'm pretty sure it's 1 wood, but I'm not 100% sure. So
1 wood.
1 wood. Look at me, kidneys.
Okay, and then the people that I have.
Yes.
I have Christina. She's going to allow me to perform this action as normal, except you may build over ruins. Remove ruins from the game. Each of these builds costs 1 fewer wood.
Oh, wow.
Construct action. Pretty powerful if we ever replace something. We have Greg. I almost got rid of him.
Yep.
He allows me to replace an expedition stack with a B card and deploy a scout to it. Really powerful. Worked really very well in the last game. Yep. Now we have our group of children. We have... remove snow. Reveal 3 tiles and place each on either the top or bottom of the far tile stack.
So he doesn't actually place anything?
Doesn't, but we get to dig through the far tile stack and prep what we want to place where.
I like it.
We have Patrick. Perform this action as normal, except you gain 2 sick children if it's cold. And this is a really cool one. We have Michael. Remove this action as use this action as normal, but only place 1 near tile. If all near tiles have already been placed, place 1 far instead. So I think
I like that his name is Michael Plower because he's plowing snow.
That's true.
It's pretty cool.
That's true. These children look very warm. They do have scarves made out of what seems like garbage bags, though.
Highly possible. So I have this person here, Matilda. She can use a medical post or infirmary and cure 3 of 1 type of citizen. So that's pretty nice. You don't have to use one of the engineer meeples for her, which is good. Here we have Derek, and he's going to allow us to take 8 stress cubes away from the generator, which is very important. Vital service. Then for my child army, I can construct and do 2 sub-actions with a child, so questionable work, but as long as it's not a 2-story building, I think it'll be okay. I have Michael here. He's going to work at the cookhouse, and he could spend a certain amount of food to gain additional food, so he kind of like turns food into extra food. I'm not sure exactly how he does that, maybe with like sticky hands or something.
Mostly kittens.
It could be kittens. Yeah, we may have a serial killer on our hands. Who knows? And here we also have Margaret, and she can do a medical action and cure 2 as well. So my child army is working well.
We both have very powerful children this round.
Yeah.
Which means we probably don't need child labor.
We will need child labor because we need to gather resources. Stop trying to save the children.
Okay. All right. How are we getting started here, West?
Okay, so...
Should we dive into this? Do we have any different technology that we can build? The things we can enact, the laws, the rules?
Oh, yeah.
Are there new ones?
There are new ones. Hold on, let me pull out the new ones. This is a new one, which is the virtue of humanity. So, in times of great struggle, the true virtue is keeping our values as human beings and putting children to work. That last part I made up. You get to choose 1 hope token from the bag and place it on this card, active side up. This hope token does not count towards your own tiles, but whenever you're about to exhaust a hope token of the same type, as you can on this side, you may exhaust any other active hope token instead. So that's a way to turn 1 hope token into something else potentially, which is kind of nice. Let's see here. We have our care house. I think we talked about this one once before. It allows us to build the care house, which I believe will allow us to actually do more healing actions. We have starvation rations, so whenever you feed your citizens, spend 1 food fewer for each citizen meeple of the current round's type. So you basically do 1 less. So that's not horrible.
Well, stick me down there. Talk through them fast.
Okay, we've got our public council, which will allow us to do kind of more law and order types of things. So we get to take away 1 of our bad thoughts, I guess. The name escapes me for some reason.
Well, it is 1 a.m.
Yeah. Makeshift shelters allows us to count ruins as shelter. We also have new faith, so whenever you're basically at the end of the game and you need to flip something over to save your behind, new faith will help you do that.
Ignore it. Life is good.
Yep. We have our favorite, child labor, so we can make the kids gather resources.
We're not doing child labor.
We have always not done child labor, and
that's
look where
wrong.
It's gotten us.
That's wrong.
The last game we did better, but
almost every time we've enacted child labor. The one time we didn't do child labor, we did pretty decent, actually.
Had we used child labor, we would have gone farther.
Would have starved.
We would have gone farther. New Order, which is like law, but a little less so. It basically enacts prisons and things like that to keep the population under control. We have our heated meals, so whenever you perform an action with a citizen meeple, you can spend 2 food to make this action heated, and there's different parts of the board that will be heated or unheated, so it's a way to keep you from getting sick when you're going out and doing other things. Our food additives, we sacrifice 3 food, turn it into 10 food. Again, not really sure how we're doing that. You believe it might be sawdust, I believe.
I 100% think it's sawdust.
Child shelter, which allows us to all of a sudden house the majority of our children in one house, which is fantastic because you can shove 4 kids into a house as opposed to just 2 adults. And we finish off with crowded quarters, allowing 3 sleeping people in each area. So overall, that's what we have. I feel like we have a very easy opportunity here to do something.
You just don't need it immediately.
I disagree, because then we never enact it later because there's other things that would be more important, but we were like, oh man, we could have only used these kids to just gather resources.
Oh wow.
That's all we ever need is just gather resources with children.
What a life we would have had.
Yep. All right. Been so good.
Well, let's start by dropping 2 coal down the tower. Let's go ahead and get things brimming and warm.
Why do we only want to do 2?
Well, for now we're doing 2.
Okay.
We're not sure about that later. They're both in the bucket, for the record.
Yeah, definitely went there.
So you know. I forgot that you wanted to do cubes.
Here, let's pull those out and let's try cubes this time. We're going to try everything just to see if anything makes any difference, because I don't think it does. And we've tested it and it doesn't seem to make any difference, but I just feel better this time.
No.
I feel like only 1 went down. I feel like maybe it was only 1.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
Let's see.
Okay, so let's enact some child labor here.
All right.
So we'll throw a
scientist has to be there.
An engineer.
Yep.
Yeah, and then we'll flip over one of these bad boys.
Yeah, it's because the children don't like being in labor.
That's true. That you really shouldn't get children pregnant. I'm pretty sure that's a no-go there.
And let's see here.
Oh, wait. We can...
What are you thinking in terms of the technology we're working on? I'm leaning towards hunting tactics, honestly.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. However, I actually think that this is probably better. Or the chainsaw. Either one of those. But I actually kind of like the chainsaw first because it's easy to get and we can get it really fast.
We're going with you this turn.
I don't know that that's a smart thing either. But
you've lost the most games, so I assume you have the most experience.
With losing? I feel like I'm really good at losing.
You should know how to avoid it now.
I don't know.
Okay. I am going to do... I don't know. Explore action?
Sure. Or do we just go straight for the dreadnought? If we go straight for the dreadnought...
It's cold out there.
We need to heat it up, but we could just start gathering steel from the dreadnought and then start building stuff. But we
can't even get to where the dreadnought's heated at the moment.
Sure we can.
No.
What do you mean? All we have to do is get up to here.
Yeah.
We can put one on top of that.
I understand, but that's a lot, my man.
It is a lot. I agree.
I think we get a little bit of steel.
You know, the key is just make our kids really cold. They don't care anyway. They're kids. They don't even know.
If they die, the settlement does not enjoy that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just so you're aware.
So what you're saying is use the children to get coal instead.
Children pick up like normal.
Yeah.
Both hands can work.
Both hands. They're shorter. They're lower to the ground, so they actually pick up faster.
Let's do an explore action.
Okay, an explore action it is. So we'll do 2 near tiles?
Yeah, worker, 2 near tiles. I want 1 here.
Okay.
Ugh.
That was a terrible tile.
3 food, but 2 trees.
Okay. 3 food was okay.
And I want the next one next to that. I want it right here.
Okay.
There we are. 2 wood, and coal.
Okay.
Now, what I was thinking is we might be able to build a gathering post there and start pulling from the rest of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. I like that idea.
What do you think?
I think it's a good plan.
So here's what I'm advocating next. I'm going to use one of our children.
Okay.
Reveal 3 tiles.
And we did 2 explorers with what type of people? Because you only put 1 person down there.
With the brown.
Okay, so 2 sick workers. Got it.
Reveal 3 tiles.
Mm-hmm.
Let's custom fit a tile there.
For our actions? Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to use this card using one of my little workers.
Okay.
Reveal 3 of those tiles and choose to put them back on top or on the bottom. I think you just leave them up.
So we have our 4 coal, 3 with 3.
Yeah, we don't want that there.
And then we've got 3 coal and the other.
No, 4 coal on top.
Okay.
Then do the 3 and 3 so that we know we can get food. No. Yep.
Okay.
Then the other one. No, you can leave it on there. Okay. I like having it. We know we want trees now. The next 2 places we put them,
we'll have trees.
Should have trees.
Got it.
And now let's do a far explore action.
Okay.
And set that tile down there.
All right. 4 coal it is.
Now, whenever we build a gather hub there, we're in position where we can gather from every adjacent place for 3 full worthwhile actions.
That's very true. So, should we look at building at this point then?
Well,
we could build a... we really need to start looking at building tents and stuff though, right?
I mean, yeah, we've got a lot of stuff we need to do. It's going to cost us, what? 2 wood to build... No, where's our gathering post?
It's here.
So
that's a gathering post, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's going to cost us 1 wood.
But if we build that as
with steel,
it's upgraded, so it'll be orange.
That doesn't matter though that much.
Depends. I guess if we're building it
early
there, it's not that big of a
orange
deal.
and yellow are sort of negligible.
Yeah. Well, I think we should build a gathering post and then 2 food huts because that is something that we always neglect early. We can let people get sick at the very beginning.
We're going to let people get cold immediately?
It might not be a bad idea.
What's our food hut upgrade into? It upgrades into the level 5.
Yeah.
We could get a steel and build that food hut as a higher end immediately.
I don't hate that at all. We can send children.
Pair of children out there to grab some steel off the...
Children to grab some steel.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've got a piece of steel. Mm-hmm. And build action. We can build 3 things. Gathering post.
Gathering post goes
here
right
to the
there.
center.
Yeah. Very nice.
This with the steel.
Yeah.
It's immediately going to flip over to a red.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 left.
Yep.
Where are you thinking for this hunting post? It's a red already. So...
Put it as far away as we possibly can.
Like out here maybe?
Yeah, buddy. Absolutely.
I don't think we can build on these dreadnought tiles, right?
I don't believe so, no.
Looks like it's kind of covered up there.
Yeah.
That actually kind of limits our...
It does take away quite a bit of building space.
That's all right, though.
But we get a whole bunch of options out
Now we've got 2 more wood left.
Yep.
Which means a medicine hut's possible.
Yeah.
It means a sawmill is possible. Means a research station is possible. A factory is possible. Sleeping quarters are possible.
Do
We could also send one more person out to be cold and get like a will live forever sleeping quarter.
like a house?
Or, yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
They don't have to get cold. They can go right there and get it. And it still leaves 3.
Where?
Right here on the side.
I mean,
And that gives
depends
us
on
a house.
depends on what we want to build. You think we want a house? Or do we want 2... We want 2 tents or do we want a house?
We can't do 2 tents because we just already built 2 buildings.
You're right.
So we can only build 1 tent.
All right, so...
Or do we build the medical place because we're terrible at building medical stuff? Why did you just...
I went there. I got the 2 wood that you were talking about.
Why? We don't need it. Unless we're going to build a house.
Well, I was just seeing. You think we're not doing that?
I don't know.
You thinking... I mean...
We might do it.
Is it better to have people not getting sick or have something to cure people?
I think having something to cure people right away is probably better because, number one, if we use the cure action, we're going to cure 3 people and a house is only going to save 2.
Yes. Ish. We got to use an action every round.
Yeah, but the problem we've always had is we've not been able to do it. And I got cure for 2 different types of people here.
Let's do it. Let's put one down.
Put it close on the main tile.
Yeah, I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking there. All right, 2 more wood.
Okay. I think those are great actions.
We're still sitting with 3 workers left. 1 person really should go do a gather cycle here.
Mm-hmm.
Wood, coal, steel core, coal, wood. Now, where are we hoping to build our outreach pocket?
Outreach pocket?
Yeah, our blimp.
Oh, that's a great question.
Because right now we don't have a spot for it.
Do we do some more searching?
We could do a search. A search, though, won't give us a good spot for a blimp. It'll give us more resources.
Yet.
We could just empty one of these tiles. It takes away the point of our gather post, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. I think if we're looking in that regard...
that gather post would have been a cold action if I didn't put in 1 more coal. So let's put in one more coal. Oh, yeah.
That didn't go down.
We'll see.
Okay. Great plan. So we've
Move that up.
Oh, yeah. We've got 2 more left.
I'm worried about our blimp.
I think we send the last 2 people... Either we do a near action or we send the last 2 people to get steel. And we do cold actions to just blow it out of the water.
We need 3 steel to build the blimp the way we want to anyway. We want an upgraded blimp immediately, right?
Yep. So we might as well just grab that steel now.
And see where we are after it?
I think it's a great plan.
2 cold actions?
2 cold actions coming down like ice cream in July.
Alright, and 2 steel.
Fabulous. Okay, now we go to our dusk action. So if you'll grab that purple card.
I don't want to.
And then grab that first dusk card and see what it says so we can see what we're going up against.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We're just going to...
We're going to draw it.
Well, yeah, we probably should have looked at it first. This one. Oh, fabulous.
Nice.
We don't do anything. So this would say flip every sickness marker that's on its skull side to its syringe side, and if we gain any
surprisingly enough,
we go from there.
We haven't poisoned anyone to death yet.
It's fabulous.
Okay.
What a great day for us. So we don't have to worry about it.
Oh, man.
Now we go to our beautiful hunger phase. So currently we have no hunger, so we're good. Now we're going to resolve hunger for the next stage, which is children. So that will go to 8, but we're at 16, so that's going to go down to 8 and cover the cost of feeding kids. So we are good. But it lulls us into a false sense of security because we both know that that is not actually the case.
It's a terrible decision.
Okay, night phase is next, and we're going to return spent people to our area, and we're going to make sure that all of them are sick.
3 blue people.
Okay. Okay.
5 workers.
Okay. And 2 children?
2 children.
Great.
Oh, man.
Okay.
That track is looking bad already.
Okay. We're all right.
Okay.
We're good. Okay, now we're going to go up here to the dawn phase. So we're moving forward by 1 mark here. There's nothing to initiate there. And now we'll go to the morning phase. So we'll grab one of these cards and see what happens. This is called People from our convoy. 2 young men reached our city a while ago. The brothers went ahead of a group that should have reached us by now. Their family, friends, and all that was left of their lives is somewhere out there. Should we search for them? We can send out an expedition and add 005 to our dusk deck. We could ignore his demand and just increase in apathy. Or we could equip them and let them seek their own, but only if we have an active motivation, which we do not. So I'm assuming 005 we're doing.
What?
Sounds great. Okay, 005 it is.
And what expedition's being sent out?
None.
So send out an expedition.
Yeah, it's just saying send out an expedition.
Oh.
So 005 is what we've done.
I thought we had to put someone on something.
Unfortunately, not yet. So that was our morning phase. Fantastic. We will reap the rewards of that later. Now we will do our generator phase. So we do have 1 more sick blue person. And we will drop 3 coal into the furnace and see what happens.
Your theory is at least 2 have stuck.
Yes. Now they may have just released all of them at that point. We'll see what happens.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And we put in 6. Didn't help at all.
That has been our theory, is that it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, it doesn't make a difference.
Upgrading it soon, though, does. Okay.
Okay, we don't have any generator breakdown, so that's okay. We reset this to 0. That should have been flipped over. Okay, and now we have our weather phase. Our wonderful, wonderful weather phase.
Don't push this, too. That's a good weather card.
That's a good weather card. So we move up our temperature.
Don't even mind the storm coming in our direction.
We do get 1 food because we've actually built a food thing. We don't get to take advantage of that, and we do move our storm cloud ahead by 2.
I'm fine with that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and now we do our preparatory phase. So are we going to use either of our things? Because we will have 2 people flipped over from here. We could save the engineers if we got rid of our care.
No, exhaust care.
Okay.
Yeah, and go ahead and push those engineers back. Let's keep them alive.
Okay. And we have a gravely ill member of our family here.
Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. Excellent. So now...
You're acting like you didn't know that was going to happen.
No, I knew that. I like it. Now we have our action phase.
Okay. All right. I mean, there's some obvious things that we're working on here.
Yep. Getting children to get more steel.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing a gather action here.
Okay.
Let's get some coal down this furnace first. How much do we need?
3.
3 will put us in a good spot?
Well, 2. 2 will put us in a good spot. It'll get us anything on this tile. But if we're going, we have to do 4 if we're going to do anything on these outside tiles. So we'll need 4 to do that.
All right, let's put a child on the edge here. Let's do 2.
Okay.
To get it up to where this is a heated action. Mm-hmm. Put a child here to gather 2. And then let's drop 2 more to get it up to where that next section is okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right, now we're naturally doing a gather action. Mm-hmm. That is happening. So let's go ahead and resolve that. Grab the wood, grab the coal, grab the coal, grab the coal. No, grab the wood, grab the wood. All right, we're in a pretty good position with resources at the moment. Mm-hmm. What are you thinking now?
I am thinking we should enact some sort of a law because if we don't get ahead of this thing, we're going to get in trouble. So maybe the child shelters to start protecting our kids because we do kind of care about them.
You think?
Maybe.
I'm thinking maybe heated meals.
But it's just a lot of food really fast.
Yeah. But we might be able to start generating food just by having huts out there.
Mm-hmm. As long as we are going to put more huts out.
I kind of like heated meals.
Okay. Heated meals it is.
Okay. Heated meals is enacted. Go and read through that.
So people will work harder when they are well fed. We will provide them with hot meals. So whenever you perform an action with a citizen meeple, you may spend 2 food to make that action heated, regardless of its location. Which is fantastic. So, we've done that. Fantastic. What else would we like to do?
So, med station makes sense. Getting another set of steel makes sense. Mm-hmm. Deciding where we're going to build this pickup makes sense.
Yep.
Those are my initial thoughts.
I also like the idea of searching and adding 2 food to that.
Searching a bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Adding 2 food to make it a safe search action?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because then it won't be a cold action.
Yeah, but... Are we at risk with our cold actions right now?
With workers, we will kill someone relatively quickly.
Okay. All right. Do 2 food.
Okay.
We'll do a search. You want 2 near or you want one of these far tiles?
I think we should do 2 near. Because those have the opportunity to give us stuff closer by, easier resources, we can clear them off faster.
Where are you thinking?
Here and here. Because I can't see over there.
I understand that. We've also got some resources here, though. So what if we started going this direction?
That's fine. We could do 1 and 1 then.
2 trees and 2 coal.
Less good.
And 4 coal. Okay. Not the worst.
Yeah.
2 trees is nice, just...
Not as
we don't have them grouped together. We kind of want them all together.
Yeah.
To make the most out of it. Now we know what's on the next far tile.
I've already forgotten.
It's going to be more food.
Okay, great.
And it's going to be, I believe, some trees. So maybe a far tile here. Mm-hmm. You gonna do that?
Sounds good. We'll use 2 more food.
Pull that tile.
Here we are. Very nice.
Okay. That sticks us with...
And that gives us 3 food back. So we
3
only
more
spent
trees.
1 food for that whole action.
Yeah.
It's great.
So those go here. And the next far tile is trees as well. So really this should be where we start doing our forest.
Okay. What if we throw caution to the wind and...
I love that.
We still need more steel though, right?
We need 1 more piece of steel.
To get 3?
Yeah, to do the 3.
Send a child.
Grab the steel.
Yes.
Child's getting frozen. 1 more steel. We can build the blimp now.
Yep, I think we should build the blimp right here.
I was looking at that spot too.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
I think it's a great place because then...
We're really not going to build around it.
Yep, and we could send a child here to do this action from now on because they can only pick up 3 anyway, so they'll have 1 action where they can pick up these things and they can still pick up those. So I think that is a fantastic situation.
Okay. So we're doing a build action?
Yep.
Worker down to the build location. 3 steel for a upgraded blimp. This is a big move, y'all. Pay attention to this.
And in this particular case, that means that instead of just being able to send away 1 expedition, we can send away 2 expeditions.
Yeah. So let's have actually done a scientist for that action, because I'm about to throw even more caution to the wind.
Oh, and upgrade one of those spots?
No. Let's send 2 people right now.
Can you do that? Oh, we have 2 spots left? Yeah, sure.
Let's send 2 people. So I'm going to use Greg to go ahead and upgrade one of those spots, just like you're saying. So pulling it from a base A. Do we want more people, or do we want resources and stuff?
I want to get through are they all the same distance?
Or all the same distance?
Let's do resources for now.
All right, so pulling this, dropping this. Why is there a B1 out here already? Is that supposed to be there?
I don't think so.
No, it should be an A.
Yeah.
So we'll pull these off. Oh. That one should be there. And 2 workers. One at the ruins, the other at the ruins. Both going for resources now.
I like it.
Blimp needs to come off because we have
all of our people out.
People active. Got 1 action left.
1 action left. Do we want to use them to take 5 off of this thing? Because we're going to drop another 3 in there.
Yeah, it's best.
And we just dropped 4, so we're going to have 7 if we don't.
Here's the question. Do we go ahead and use... If we're taking an action to do that now, do we clear them all and upgrade the tower immediately?
Probably.
Let's try it out.
Okay.
Moving in, spending our power core to go ahead and upgrade this. Let's see here, yep. Okay.
Sounds good.
I have found that upgrade does catch more.
It definitely does.
So.
It definitely does. And I feel like we're doing well. We probably should have used the medical post at some point, but that's okay.
Well, let's see.
Can't do it all.
No, you can't. That's one of the big issues.
For sure.
With this.
All right.
No, we did a build. We still had more stuff we could build, for the record.
Or did we only just do one thing?
It was only one thing that we built. So you can still build 2 more things, technically.
Okay.
I am not opposed...
To tents?
There's a coal wall over here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the ability to do a coal thumper.
No, we don't. Unless we get rid of those trees.
We'd wipe the trees. Probably keep the trees, you think?
Well, I thought our plan was to kind of upgrade a sawmill here or something.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Hold that for now.
I believe coal mine is the one that goes here. Coal thumper you can put anywhere, and it generates stuff around it.
Coal mine, that's a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
You think getting some tents to actually keep people from freezing?
I think it's not a bad plan at this point. Throwing 2 tents up there.
We could pull 2 tents. We also have enough resources to do 1 bunkhouse, 1 tent.
Let's do that.
We'd be spending them.
Are we spending steel to do that?
No.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Bunkhouse and a tent?
Bunkhouse and tent.
Alright, wood is leaving. 1 bunkhouse. These don't upgrade, right? No, they just go to ruin.
Yeah.
Alright, with this bunkhouse, I'm thinking we leave it inside here. Have we heated the outer ring yet? We did.
Yeah.
Are we doing that pretty often right now, or no?
No.
Alright, so set that out and put the tents in.
Yeah, put the tent in.
Kind of shantytown, like up against the
yep, right there.
Tower here. Alright, we've got places for people to sleep.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
Alright, let's process this.
Alright, we're going down to the dusk phase. Let's see
shuffle
what
these.
happens. Okay. That one.
Drawing this one?
This is the one we're doing. Argument. If you have active discontent, if you have no active discontent, we choose one. Otherwise, for each type of discontent we have, which we have 2 active currently, we're going to gain, for greed, we gain 3 hunger. Less good.
Okay.
And for apathy, we're going to place 1 spent worker token in the supply. So 1 orange guy is going to be spent next turn.
The next thing that's coming in is going to be doubt. If you have more active hope than active discontent.
So we need to do better.
Yeah, that is the summation of it.
And now we have our hunger phase. So we're spending 3, 1, 2, 3 to cover our hunger. We are good to go. And then we're going to do our next one, which is workers. That goes up to 12, but we're going to lose 5 from 12, so we have 7 left. So we currently have 7 hunger. Now we have our night phase, so we return our spent citizens, and let me know how many are not getting heated.
We have 2 workers, we have 3 scientists, we have 3 workers, and we have 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got room for 4 of them in total, because we have not made safety child areas. So that means 3 of them.
So 3 workers are definitely getting...
4 of them are going to be getting cooked.
4 total?
4 total out of all that split.
Okay, 2 workers and then 1 engineer and 1 child.
Okay.
Less good, but we'll make it. Dawn phase. So we will advance the round, and then nothing happens. And now we go to morning. Let's see what happens in the morning. Another settlement. The pillars of smoke on the horizon indicate that there is another settlement out there. Good. The thought of not being alone is comforting.
It probably blew up.
But now our hunters tell us that our neighbors face a crisis. Most of their workforce is sick. Should we help? We can send them aid, and we could potentially spare some resources. Place this card on the event display and put 19 deck together once per game, and only if the beacon is built. When you perform this action, take 3 or more resources from the supply and place them on this card. So we only do it 1 time.
Let's do it.
Otherwise, we would take away 1 hope.
Let's help them.
Okay, so take card 19, and we'll put this here for the event display.
That means we need to have done it before card 19 triggers, though.
Yes, so we need to do it like right away.
Basically.
Yeah. Now we have our generator phase. So we have 1 more sick kid. Unless we want to spend a coal. I don't think we need to spend a coal.
Oh, man.
Because that's going to make us drop 2 more coal down there. So we're just going to spend 3 to fund our generator. Okay, let's see what we have here. 4.
Not the worst.
That was pretty good. I'll tell you, upgrade that thing makes a big difference.
It definitely feels like all of them fall through until you have it upgraded.
Okay, now we have our weather phase. Weather phase is going to be increasing the temperature by 2. Less good. We're going to go up in our yellow. We're going to gain a food and advance 2 over there. Now the question is, if we have 2 going at the same time, is it 2 split amongst them?
I don't know.
Me either.
We've never actually had a upgraded blimp.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that question.
So let's check this, because this seems
the first. Out of all the games we've played...
when you perform this action, you take 1 meeple from the supply and place it on an expedition stack that doesn't have a meeple on it. There can only be 1 active expedition until the beacon has been upgraded, at which point there could be 2 active expeditions. Therefore, if you upgraded beacon and currently do not have any expeditions, this action can be performed twice, may be performed twice during the round, okay, which we did. Now we're pulling our card. Do you know where this would be? Here? Expeditions. Scouts on expedition stacks move during... It's in plural. Scouts on expedition stacks move during weather phase. The number in the expedition progress section of each weather card shows how many spaces to move each scout. Each scout moves on the circular spaces. That is
Cool.
plural.
So both of them go at the same time. So they each advance 2.
That's amazing.
And our weather just got closer, by the way.
Okay.
A little less good there. All right, now we're going to the preparation phase. And we're definitely going to kill someone.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, West, your strategy
is really working.
Paying off.
Totally paying off. So, are we going to do anything here? We can't really do anything because we don't have anything to exhaust. So, fabulousness. We're going to kill a worker. We don't need that extra weight.
Don't lose a meeple.
Anyway, we don't lose a
You want
meeple.
to see the consequence?
Yes. Flip over a card, see what happens.
Who is it that died?
Oh, it is Georgia Taller. We lose a hope. So that's okay. It could have been worse. We really need to start looking at how to gain hope now.
Okay.
Because if we lose another hope, we lose the game early this time. Really early. Okay, action
Would make
phase.
for a very entertaining video, though.
But a short one at that.
Just clean, concise. Here's how you play. Here's how you lose.
Definitely not how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. So, how can we increase our hope? Let's look at laws.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I'm going to keep looking at the board while you think through that.
Great. I believe...
I'm going to start taking actions, so...
So, I think the child shelter or this virtue one is good.
1, 2... Jumping 2, coal down.
Okay.
It's going to get our inner ring clean. Okay. What are you thinking? Child shelter or virtue?
I think probably child shelter.
Okay. We still have to pay to build it, though.
Yeah,
right?
So it would be 2 wood to build.
We don't have the wood right now.
Okay, so eventually we'll enact this law. We also need to heal people.
I hear, I see. Cold action with a worker?
Okay. We should probably not do that.
Do you want anyone else to do it?
Can we not do a cold action and get some food first and then do a cold action? Which would then not be cold by spending 2?
Nope.
Okay. Sounds good. Is what it is. We're fine. But we need to figure out a way to increase our... we need to use that cook thing. We need to make sure every time we're flipping over one of those things at the cook station, because that gives us a hope or takes away a discontent.
Last game we had hope and discontent really well managed.
Right.
All game, and everything else fell apart.
Except at the very end.
Yeah.
When it didn't get managed.
All right. Spending that 2 wood to go ahead and build your child shelter, so we're enacting that.
Fantastic.
So go ahead and put that in.
So put the blue one in there as well. And we unfortunately just get to flip this one over because it's not a specific one.
Put what blue one in?
Blue worker here.
Right here. Okay. You want a medical station?
We have a medical station. I think we need to use it.
Yeah. So, kid's going to go here, collect 3 resources for me.
Okay. Coal, or does it matter? And wood?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get them all eventually. Okay, medical action will be warm. That child action is going to be cold, by the way.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Less good. If we do one more cold child action, we kill a kid.
Yeah, so we're going to do a warm medical action.
Great.
So you got 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Ugh, we're still going to kill kids. We need to do one more.
Well, West, we don't really have one more in us.
I hear. Can we build an infirmary yet? Or another medical post?
It's 4 wood and a power core, my man. We don't got a power core. Go rip off more steel.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could just stay at home and finish up the resources that are right around us.
I mean, we could take those two right there. We still don't have anywhere to build it necessarily. This is so big. And we're almost out of actions anyway. Can we...
Our bunkhouse is going to be cold at the moment too, by the way.
Great. We've got coal to fix that.
Oh, man. Potentially.
We only need to go up one more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll just do one more in there.
Let's do this. Let's do this food hut for 5 more food.
Okay.
It's a warm action. Grab a steel or do manage these things. Go ahead and go back here to that location.
Yeah.
And that takes 3 food.
Okay. And then we throw up another...
Yeah.
Hope. Okay.
Okay. We got 1 set of kids left. Gather some resources.
Yeah, somewhere close.
Let's go around back here and grab these coal. It's our actions.
Oof, I do not feel good about this at all.
Well, we're trying a new strategy.
Yeah, I don't know that our strategy's working. Why'd you let me do it, Jesse? Okay, our dusk action hopefully gives us a hope somewhere. Oh!
Is that our...
Oh,
man.
So,
the other 2 are good things, probably.
Inaction breeds doubt. Inaction breeds confidence and courage. If you have more active hope than active discontent, which we do not, so otherwise we will lose 2 workers, 2 engineers, and 1 child, or we place 3 stress cubes in the stress track. I don't think we can afford to do the stress cubes.
Can we afford to lose people?
2 workers we can afford to lose. 2 engineers we can afford to lose. 1 child, yeah, but we're...
You're going to lose meeples.
Not yet. None of that's going to make us lose meeples.
No?
No. The 2 workers would make us lose a meeple.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're throwing the 3 stress on there and seeing what happens.
Really?
Yep. I mean, we can break it once, right?
Yeah, we could. We probably will.
Probably will. All right, throw another one of those in that pile.
But I don't want it.
I know.
Fear. If you have more hope than discontent. Same concept. Get our hope up.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We make it that long. Okay, hunger phase. So we are going to be spending our 3 food to reduce this by 3, and we're going to gain a discontent because we could not feed all of our people. Less good.
Less good.
Okay, and now we are going to be feeding, 21 people. So great. Yeah. Okay. And now we're going to have our night phase. So let's see how many people die. Where are we at?
Oh, Westod.
This is going to be great.
We've got bunkhouse that can pull back 2 of my individuals. We've got the child shelter, which will pull back all of my children perfectly safe and found.
Mm-hmm.
We've got tents that'll pull back 2 of my people perfectly safe and sound.
Great.
We have 2 people getting cold.
All right. Just 2 people.
Just 2.
Just 2. Well, I think we're going to make 2 workers sick here. Because if there's any chance that we can save those other 2 people, that would be the best plan of action here. But we're about to get lots of people really sick here. Dawn phase. So, hey, look at that. We have 2 things that are about to happen. That's so great.
We can now use the steam-powered chainsaw to get wood.
Yes. So great. And what is next on our list of things that we can get? Soylent Green.
Sure.
Or do we do this so we can treat 2? It's just 5 away. It kind of sucks. But we have such a difficult time with food.
Sure. Let's try medical education. Let's see if we can make it there.
Great. Don't forget we did kill someone, so we should have 2 corpses by now.
Yeah, okay.
And that is 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, we're never getting there. Okay, here we go. So, on round 4...
We're triggering round 4 now.
We are triggering round 4.
Interesting.
Where did my cards go? Here they are. It says that we have our beacon up. So it's fantastic. We'll go to B here. So we're going to resolve S2, which is this little guy here. Place S5 out there. That is this one.
Another land for us to potentially explore.
The beacon's light guided refugees scattered across the frozen wastelands to our settlement. Amongst them were the scouts from Winterhome, as it turns out, in the nearest occupied settlement. However, the news they brought with them is alarming. They say that no beacons were lit, not even the one at Winterhome. What has happened to Winterhome? So we have an expedition going out to see that. We can take everyone into our party, or we can lose a hope. We can't afford to lose hope, so we're going to take them. It's going to be great.
Amazing.
It's just going to be great.
People are definitely not currently dying.
Yep. We've got 2 care, though, so hopefully we'll be okay.
Worry about it.
We're going to gain 5 workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're actually going to gain a meeple for now.
Okay.
We'll lose it very shortly, I'm sure. We're going to gain an engineer. Fabulous. And we're going to gain 3 kids. 1, 2, and 3. We'll gain a child as well, meeple, which is fabulous. And so that's done. Now we will need to... we still have our thing on 11. So all we need to do now, Jesse, is make it to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Just make it to 11, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we got to do.
Great.
Let's just get to 11.
I feel like survival's the easiest part of this game.
You feel like chicken tonight? I feel like chicken tonight. Okay. Here we go. Choo-choo. Ka-choo. Here is our morning phase. Unequal treatment. There is a conflict between the workers and the engineers. They each think that they are treated unequally. They are, because the engineers are way better. A few fights have already happened. What should we do? Unless the fighting arena is built, we will gain 1 sick worker and 1 sick engineer.
Let's build the fighting arena.
Well,
let them have their merriment.
It's not been built yet, is the problem.
Well,
so
never mind.
Okay. So, favor the engineers by letting them rest. So, place 1 spent engineer token in the supply, and we gain a card. We could favor the workers and place 1 worker in the supply and gain a card, or we let them solve the conflict on their own.
I'll let them work it out.
Let them solve it on their own.
Card
number
one.
63.
I feel very good about that.
Yeah?
Yeah, when has that gone wrong?
Never gone wrong. Did you add the extra meeples or no?
You never told me to.
I did. I said gain 1 extra child and 1 extra worker. We'll likely end up having to get rid of them because they're likely going to die very shortly. And here's our generator phase. Fabulous. Let's drop 3 cubes in the generator.
It's gonna explode. It's overheating.
Yeah, it's going to overheat. There's no way. There's no way there's only 3 cubes in there. There are 5. Exploded!
Oh, man. I feel like we're just doing bad in every degree. It's like balance everything. Perfect.
It's perfectly balanced. Perfectly balanced. And of course, everything now goes up by 1.
Okay.
So great. Okay, and now we have our weather phase where everything's going to go up again. 1 more time. Literally everything except for the red thing, thank goodness. We do gain 1 food. Yeehaw. And now we'll go 3 for our expeditions.
Yeah, so
please come back with good things.
1 on this one, ruins. Not a fairy tale. The landscape must have been beautiful here before everything froze. Even now, the rows of thick pine trees still show a speck of green. There was a hut deeper in the woods, a narrow path leading up to it. A wolf's pelt welcomed us at the doorstep. A red cape hung above the cold fireplace inside, and a dead man laying on a bed with his woodcutter's axe held tight. What does it give us?
So we can return and gain 3 wood and 2 food, or we can keep going onto a card that is a B and look for a set of small-sized tracks and gain 3 wood and 2 food, but we could potentially gain more.
Going to B.
Going to B it is. And that...
1, 2, 3. We're almost there.
Okay, sounds good. And that goes underneath that card.
Yep.
And now what happens on the other one?
So the other one is going to be 1. Humanity's long fall. Only a couple of landmarks were left, just 2 traces of our former rule over the land. The stone bridge was ancient, and the fact that it still stood was a testimony to our ancestors' expertise. We camped some distance from it, observing a small expedition heading our way. Then the impossible happened. At first, 1 stone fell from the underside of the bridge, and then 1,000 pieces started falling as we watched the small expedition get buried beneath the rubble. We could either return, their loss, our gain.
We gain 2 wood and 3 coal, or we can continue to see what's left and gain 2 wood and 3 coal and potentially more with a C card.
I think we push forward.
Sounds good. We do eventually need to go on that other track, so...
Yeah, but for now...
For now, we're okay. We're not going to make it past this round anyway.
2. So you don't think we make it past this round?
I don't think so.
What are you talking about?
Preparation phase, because we're about to have some really sick people.
You were the one that said let them freeze.
Yep, I thought it was a great plan at the time.
I'm preparing for the future.
Okay, we're going to turn one over here and at least move a child
if
back.
you kill us, West Todd...
Oh, I'm definitely killing us.
I'm going to play this game solo and I'm going to win.
Yeah, I can't, unfortunately, because it's only healed Cure 2, right? For your person? Yeah. So we saved children, but we're definitely going to kill a... we're definitely killing an engineer.
Okay.
So our total engineers go down by 1.
Should we lose 1?
No, we're good. We still get to,
Why do you think we're losing?
Well, we got to add a body, and we'll have to flip over a card and see what happens when we lose that engineer.
Or we could control for it.
We could control for it.
Activate greed -1 hope.
That is the worst thing we can do.
Oh.
So let's just pull one over and see what happens.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
-1 hope.
Exhaust motivation. And so we can't exhaust motivation, so we get rid of this, and then we minus a hope. So I guess yours was probably a little better, but not much.
That's fine.
We are 1 hope away from losing.
We're doing well, West.
We are doing very well. So well. Okay, action phase. We got this. So got this.
All right, I'm going to drop some coal.
Okay.
Let's pump 4 coal into there.
4 coal gets us red and generator tiles.
Drop 4 in.
Okay.
All right. Worker to get us 5 food.
Is it a cold action?
Nope.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What law do we want to enact? Do we want to work on the hunger one? The food additives?
No, we need medicine. Or morals.
So we could do this, and it would allow us to build a field kitchen, which would give us that free heated space. Plus, it would allow us to do cemeteries, which could add stuff to us as well. And it would allow us to flip over 1 of each type, so we get to at least draw 2 more from the bag. So it would give us 2 more hope tiles.
Okay.
So, because technically, if I'm reading this correctly, we're activating 1 of each type of faith, so we would have to draw 3, and then we would activate 1 of each type. So, because that's the way activating works, that would be 1, 2, and 3. We only have 2 types up here, so that means that we're going to be doing only activating 2, but at least we have 4 up here, which gave us a significantly larger cushion. And we can build that field kitchen.
All right, field kitchen is one of this. This is just going to give us heat in a certain location.
In the current tile that it's on, yes.
Do we want to do it with the children, possibly? Their bunkhouse will always be warm?
Yeah. That's a great plan.
We don't have another great place to put it, so...
Agreed.
Okay.
Fabulous. We put 4 in, you said?
Yep.
Okay, great. We don't need to worry about that part. We do need to put a blue one here to enact that law that we just did.
Yeah. So, I'm going to use a child to collect this.
Okay.
And I'm going to do a cold child action to collect that, unless you want to spend 2 food to make it a heated action.
Yes.
Okay. I then am going to send a worker here, and we're going to bring 3 wood with us.
Great.
That's what they needed, right?
Yeah.
Take 3 or more resources.
So
or
it could
more.
be any 3 resources.
Or more.
We could give them coal. And they would. Because I'd really love to build the that workshop up there. So that we can start pushing this forward.
I wanted to drop 1 more coal, so let's go ahead and drop a coal down.
Okay. Awesome.
You'd like to build a workshop where?
Anywhere. Because we need to start pushing this forward.
Okay.
If we can't build the infirmary, we've got to do something else.
So are we... We're not wide yet. Okay, cold worker action for 2 wood. Non-cold building action. We've got 3 wood to spend. And you wanted the workshop?
Yeah.
So that's 1 wood. Workshop does not upgrade, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's a red.
We can put it anywhere.
So, set it out here. Oh, man.
So that's 1 wood.
Yeah.
Can we use the other 2 to build another medical place?
I don't know why not. 2 more for a medical station.
Mm-hmm.
Do it inside again.
Yeah.
Oh, there's coal there.
We could do one right here.
Okay.
It's going to be a cold action.
Well, yeah, we don't want it cold. Should we cover up that inner coal?
Yes. It's only 1.
Because we're never getting yellow warm again.
Yep, pretty much. And then I say we spend the last 2 blue workers on healing.
Spend the last 2 blue workers on healing.
Mm-hmm.
Which ones are my...
Because we're going to kill a worker this turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, medical spots.
So,
did you do that?
Yeah, put both of those workers on healing. Oh, we needed food. Badly.
I mean, we got some food.
Mm-hmm. Not enough. We're definitely going to be killing 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a little bit of space to do that, I guess. Yeah.
Can we take a cold child action?
If we do that, we're gathering steel. Or we take all that coal, I guess.
It'd just be 2, but...
Yeah, take 2 coal from here. And then we can build that sawmill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
This is gonna be bad. Okay. Dusk, give us something good. Not great.
We've put a lot of good into this deck.
Have you helped them survive? You promised that our city would help these people to survive in their own settlement. Have you kept your bargain?
Yes.
So if there are any resources on M10, which is what that one is, go to 1. Otherwise, go to 2. Our help was sufficient, and the other settlement has survived.
If there are any?
Yeah, any. We just had to put something up there.
But it says... Take 3 or more resources. So a minimum of 3, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope We gain +1 hope. So our help was sufficient and the other settlements survived. Now they have sent us a gift as a token of their gratitude. We get to gain +1
How they
hope.
survive?
I don't know.
And how is hope a gift as a token of gratitude?
Well, we gain a steam core as well.
Okay.
Plus, place all resources on M10 into the bank and remove M10 from the game. And then we remove this one as well. So I'll take that M10 and put it over here. That was a much better potential action than we could have seen probably coming. Hunger phase. Here's where it all goes to heck in a handbasket. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're going to gain here, and then we're killing 3 people.
Yep.
So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to lose 3 workers. And we lose a meeple. Oh my.
We're losing a worker meeple?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we exhausted justice. We don't have one. We exhaust a care. We do have that. And we lose a hope. So there and there. So we've just basically lost everything. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we did. Okay.
That seems fine.
Oh yeah, definitely fine.
Dead people are just part of the process.
Yeah. If we lost 4, I have to lose this too, because that was only 3. So I only had 3 face up. Yeah. Okay. Didn't feel right. Now we have our night phase. How many people froze? No children, right?
Children are fine.
Great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. 1 person's cold.
1 person's cold. Well, let me
there
ask
was
you this.
actually 2 people that were cold. 1 of them didn't make it.
So let me ask you this question. Would you prefer that we kill a worker and then make a engineer gravely ill, or do we just... Because we only have 1 person, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do we... kill a worker and put 1 to the side, or do we kill a worker and...
Oh wait, sorry. 2 people froze.
Okay. Well, that answers that. We're going to do that.
Found another one.
Great. Okay, now we're going up here to the dawn phase. The storm is upon us, sir. Less good.
Less good.
Less...
Round 5. I feel like we're doing better and yet
Worse.
having crippling worse problems earlier on. Maybe I'm just more aware of how soon death follows bad choices.
Yeah, it's probably the case. Here's our storm.
Yeah.
We hit it in round 5, which is kind of crazy. So it's before round 7. So we're going to flip all of our tents to ruin, and we're going to lose our yellow.
What?
Yeah.
That's a bad storm.
It's a very bad storm.
Well, we were never
very bad storm.
gonna make it that warm again.
Yeah.
To be fair.
To be fair. Okay, and for the record, when the next storm happens, the next storm's on number 12, and when the next one happens, we're going to lose our orange one as well.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. All right, now we're going to our morning phase. Doomsayer. There are people who must be the center of attention even when the end of times is upon us. It's like they're writing about me. One of our citizens stirs people up by publicly maligning us. He claims that we are keeping most of the food for ourselves and that we spy on everyone in order to prepare the groundwork for ruling by tyranny. He gathers a crowd that grows by each day. Something must be done. We're going to minus a hope. Less good. And now we cannot exhaust a justice, so we can't do the first one. We can place 1 spent worker in the token supply. Don't forget we already have 1 from someone being sick here very shortly anyway. So keep that in mind. Or we can... we have bigger problems, let them figure it out amongst themselves, and we can just add something to the dust desk. We can send our men to soften them up.
Send our men to soften them up.
All right, so put 1 spent worker out to the supply and gain 72.
Card 72?
Card 72.
Okay.
Now we're going to do our generator phase. Oh boy. 1, 2. 1. Oh, poor child. We're going to kill a child.
Poor child. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, da, da. I think we're at 7 dead, by the way.
Great. So good. We're about to kill 2 more. Less good.
We might die by the only way we haven't so far.
Yeah.
Death. Ooh, did not sound like as many fell through, though.
Did not. That's a lot, though.
7.
All right. Yeah, 7 it is.
Okay.
Right. Weather phase. Oh, gracious me. We gain 1 food. Wonderful. And then we're going to advance our stuff by 2.
Yeah, which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
First one, white lies. 3 men were quickly walking away from a snow hut settlement. They said they knew how to build and repair steam engines, and that they'd love to join us if we'd have them. When asked about the village below, they said we'd only find illness and the ramblings of old people. The 3 men said their family name was Dalton. Should we leave the people in the village to an uncertain fate? We could return home, heed their words, gain 3 engineers, or who'd trusted Dalton, help them all. Gain +1 hope, gain 5 engineers, gain 1 sick engineer, and increase hunger by 3.
We need to +1 hope, because we desperately need not to kill a child right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So, here's what we're getting. +1 hope, gain 5 engineers.
5 engineers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We gain a meeple.
Okay. We also gain 1 sick engineer.
Less good.
Increase hunger by 3.
Okay.
And then we gain 3 wood and 2 food.
Great.
2 food.
2 food. Wonderful.
And our worker comes back. And this last section is Forgotten Stash. After days spent out in the cold, countless dangers and threats, we finally found the wagon full of supplies that we had to leave when we first traveled to where our settlement is now. The bodies of those who didn't make it back to the safety of the generator are a testament to our sacrifice and struggle to survive. At least now we know we'll be able to make the lives for our friends and families a bit easier. We will remember. New A, okay, gain 4 coal and 7 food.
7 food. That takes us up to 10. That's awesome.
And then gain 2 wood and 3 coal. This has been
definitely the way to go.
A real good return journey. Gotta be honest about all that.
Yeah, so this gives us an A on the way back.
They're all going to drop us an A.
Drop us an A.
Yeah, they're all going to. Actually, this one says it drops us a C.
Cool.
Cool.
I like it.
We return, but it does drop us a C.
Great.
And we get this worker back.
Yep.
And I feel like we need to send them back out.
Flip that over the other way.
You're right. Oh, yeah. Okay. I feel like everyone needs to go back out on a journey.
Definitely. We don't have housing space for them.
Nope.
Okay, so that was our weather phase. I pushed the storm forward by 2 as well, by the way.
Honestly, it's almost like they can survive out there in the wilderness better than they can by the generator.
They are 1,000% better in the wilderness, frankly.
It's a lot better off.
We're going to exhaust this hope so we can push the children back so we don't kill them. And we're going to push them back too because they keep trying to die. And now we're going to do our action phase.
Okay, I'm going to take 2 actions to send out 2 expeditions.
Okay.
1 and 2. Feel good about that.
Great.
Now what would you like to do?
Oh, wait, sorry. We have to do this part first. So we need to kill a worker. So grab a card to kill a worker.
Just 1 kill?
Yeah, and then put 1 worker to the side as well. So we should have 2 workers.
-1 hope.
-1 hope.
Should you have done that before or after the kids?
What do you mean?
When did you flip that hope token?
Oh, that was before. We kill the
Okay.
We kill them after we do
What was the other thing you wanted me to do?
Put another worker on one of those tokens. Because we lost a worker for being up there.
Would rather not.
Yeah. But we've got a lot of engineers now, so we're kind of okay.
We have 2 population left that can die.
So we probably need to build... Didn't we build Law and Order? Yes. We need to build a cemetery. And then that will actually give us hope. 1 wood for a cemetery.
Let's go to construct then.
Mm-hmm. I can do a construct with a child. We can do 2 construction actions with a kid.
Okay. Kid to construct.
Do we want to...
Cemetery.
Yeah, great. Good.
So pop it in.
Anywhere, it doesn't matter. It's
Here,
going to be a cold action no matter what.
When we put it in, though, we get 1 to 2. So we're going to remove 2 of these.
Yep. And we get to add a...
And we get a hope.
Hope back. So we can at least flip this over.
Okay.
Great.
Second build action. You think a wall drill, possibly?
How much wood do we have? Because we have Temple and Faithkeeper as well, if we can build... If there's enough space for those.
Faithkeeper Temple would be managing just our hope. Faithkeeper does what?
Yeah.
Faithkeeper's just controlling card draw. You're getting more people. We could also get a hothouse for food or an infirmary.
I like both of those. The hothouse specifically goes with this thing.
All right, let's pull a hothouse.
Okay.
We're spending 4 wood.
Okay.
We're spending 1 power core.
Great.
And where
Put it
are
back
we?
here.
Okay.
We're getting rid of that wood to do it.
Oh, so now we can get at least a lot of food from that.
Yep.
It's pretty nice. All right, those are our 2 build actions.
Great.
So go to the hothouse.
Okay. Do we want to put any coal in?
Mm,
Probably not. It's going to be a cold action. We can spend 2 food instead. Let's do that. So we'll just gain 5 food.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 going to the hothouse.
and gain 3 more food. Do we want to go to the shack or just not worry about that at the moment? We're good on food?
Well, the shack would be 4, wouldn't it? Yeah, we should go.
Okay.
We need to get more food.
So that'd be 3 more food for the shack.
Okay.
Okay.
It's only 3? I thought it was 4.
It's 5 total, but we're losing 2 to make it a warm action.
Gotcha.
Let's go here to remove 5. We've got to get cubes out.
Oh, yeah. We can take 8 off.
You've already used a card.
We can take 5 off.
Oh, man.
Do we want to enact another law?
We've got 1 more. We've got a worker. We've got a blue guy. We've got 2 children.
Do we want to throw out food additives here to gain 10 food?
We're okay on food right now.
Okay. We're going to gain a discontent either way. We can do heated shelters. We're going to gain a whole bunch of sick people here really soon. This one would allow us to exhaust 1 of each.
Oh, this action here, either we have to spend 2 food or it's cold, by the way.
What?
This action here.
I thought we did.
No.
Oh, okay. Boop. Actually, no. We're just going to let it be cold.
Okay.
We should probably do this.
Do it. Do it if you want. This is also a potentially cold action.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we want to drop...
We don't have enough. We have to drop 5 coal up in there.
When we have 5 coal...
Drop the 5 coal so we can keep the food. Or the stuff, I guess.
Alright, drop 5 coal.
That's gross.
5 coal in.
Oh, yeah.
And keep 2 more food for the red action.
Okay. Okay. We have 1 worker and 2 kids left.
Did you enact this yet?
No.
We'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. So it says that we get to exhaust 1 of each. And if we're going to decrease by a specific 1, does that should mean that we get to take that one off, right?
Exhaust 1 discontent of each type. No, it's just flip it from its active to inactive side.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, and we get a free pit, so we get to take away 2 more bodies.
Where's the pit?
On the back of the warm building.
Snow pit. Let's... Don't get a lot of spots.
They're right there.
Dump it here for 2 more bodies down?
Right next to the bunkhouse. People love walking by that snow pit.
They do.
Yeah, it's their favorite.
Okay. No, 2 or 3?
Up to 3.
You can do 3.
Take 3.
We're good on death again.
Great. So we won't actually die by that anymore. We still have a worker.
2 children.
And 2 kids.
Can children get cold or not really?
No, they definitely can. Can they? They cannot get cold.
Okay.
Because they will die.
Okay. Not a lot of stuff for our kids to do. Let's go to...
Do you have any card actions you can use?
Remove snow. Get 2 sick children. Perform this action. Like we can remove snow, but that's about it. Let's go to the infirmary here.
Okay.
Okay.
You have to use a blue person.
For the infirmary?
Yep.
Oh. We need blue people for like everything. I put a blue person out here. We didn't need one for that.
Okay. And we didn't need a blue person for this either.
Yeah, but that's okay. We had so many of them. Infirmary, heal 3 people.
Okay.
And that's our actions.
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Hold on 1 second. I'm
What?
gonna think for a moment. This is gonna go there. Yeah. Oh boy. Okay. Dusk phase.
I'd rather not.
We are going to probably end. This will be our last turn. Because I don't think we're going to survive unless we get some hope here.
You're very bleak.
End of a conflict. When left alone, without a guiding hand of leadership, we humans tend to resolve conflicts in a very primitive way. The 2 groups began fighting. They formed gang-like organizations and would pick on each other. Someone had to die for them to realize that they were embracing mankind's uncanny drive towards self-destruction. 1 worker or 1 engineer dies. Then, for each act of anger, another worker or engineer dies. So we're only going to lose 1. So we're going to kill a worker.
Okay.
So we can add a corpse. Which means we have to draw a card. It's not good.
Exhaust motivation, -1 hope.
Okay, so we can't exhaust that, and we're going to flip that over. That is the end of us.
Why is it the end of us?
Because we're not going to survive this next part of the round. Here's our card back.
Why, West? Why?
Because now we have hunger. So thankfully,
we're good.
We managed to do that.
We're fine. We
perfectly.
fed everyone so well.
Did so well. And now we're going to go back up to workers, so we need to go back up to 17 for hunger.
Easy.
Great.
With our new hothouse technology, nothing can stop us.
When we get Soylent Green, it's going to be amazing.
Stop us now.
Can't stop, won't stop. Now we have our night phase. How many of our citizens are cold?
Technically, 7.
7?
Well, we never heated up our barracks.
So
4 engineers and 3 regular workers are cold at the moment.
That is really not good.
That's the math.
Okay. 4 engineers, you said?
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That sucks.
We could stop 2 of them by dropping another cube down the tower.
Let's do that.
Really?
Yeah. We need
Drop another cube.
We need to do that.
So we're pushing off death this way to death this way.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, good. Yeah, I went all the way down to the bottom. Okay, here we go. Day phase. We made it to round 6.
Oh.
Okay.
Not the farthest we've ever gone.
Not the farthest. Not the farthest.
I did like the expedition coming back, though. That was a lot of great resources.
It felt really good. Did we end up putting 2 out there? Yeah, we did. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Light under the snow. Our people have spied some few flashes of light under the snow near the edge of our settlement. They are not sure what it is. Is there enough time so that we can search for resources and uncover it?
No.
We can place 1 spent worker token in the supply and add this card, or we can just add a card and say, forget it, we don't have enough time.
All right, 1 worker.
Spend a worker, why not? And add card 42.
Perfect.
I don't think it really matters.
Matters a lot.
Find out the generator phase. Here we go. We're adding 6 tokens.
Oh no, West.
6 tokens.
We're blowing up.
6 tokens. Here we go.
Ooh.
That one stayed. Oh, if it's more than 8, we're done. That looks like more than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are you kidding me? 1 stupid thing?
Wait. If we hadn't dropped that cube that I dropped,
Yeah.
and the engineers had pushed up, what would have happened then?
Okay, so we still would have been okay.
Yeah.
So then we go to our weather phase, and let's see what happens in the weather phase.
Perfect.
Okay, good. So here, there we go. Yep, great.
Yeah.
Love it. And we're going to gain a food, which is awesome. And then we gain 2 over there, so not much happens there.
Amazing.
Weather moves forward there, so good. Okay, now we're going to go to our prep phase. And we don't have anything to flip over, so we're going to... we would also have increased 1 here for our generator phase.
2 children.
2 there, and 2 kids.
Perfect.
So we would have flipped this over. No worries, we've had another one there, but we would have killed a worker and killed an engineer, and we've killed a child. And there's no way that we would have made it past
And
that.
that would have resulted in all of our hope
death.
being lost. So what you're saying is, right there at that moment, we were losing because of the tower.
The tower, losing all of our hope.
And we were close to death if we hadn't done the cemeteries.
Yeah, if we hadn't done the cemetery. And we would have added 2 more deaths, right? So we would have been 1 away.
I moved them up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So we were losing...
No matter what.
Gosh. I like losing this game.
I tell you, I've never lost a game and had so much fun doing it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand how to do it.
Like I was telling you,
I want to learn.
It's just like the video game. The video game is this thing where it is just a economic resource puzzle. It is so satisfying. Like, I need to show you a video of the video game because you've never actually seen it.
I've never seen the video.
We're gonna go downstairs right now. We're gonna watch some videos on it.
Okay.
Because it is one of the most satisfying video games ever. It is also brutally hard and does just this. You play through until your settlement loses, and then you try again.
Man,
it's just awesome. They've really captured this experience.
If that's what the experience is.
The people who like the video game are going to they're going to be mad about this. This is really on point.
It's a great game. It really is a great game. I've never had so much fun losing a game.
We've been playing today for about 14 hours.
14 hours, almost straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we took 1 break in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And I still want to go.
I'm still having fun. I'm still having fun.
If it wasn't 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd want to go one more time.
All right. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Let us know. Do you want to see another gameplay? Because both of us are going to be digging into this. We will win a version of this game.
Even
on
if we have to
camera,
stack the deck.
questionable. Questionable on camera. But if you talk to us at a convention, we'll
win this game.
claim we won.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll definitely assert
our dominance over this game eventually.
Yeah.
I'm teabagging that tower.
And on that note, we're going to go watch some videos on FrostPunk so Wes can want to play a video game. Bye.
Bye. God, I can't believe we lost again like that.